Hello everyone and welcome back to the Summoner. And this is the last episode. Today we are gonna defeat Gom and then that will be the end of this journey. Which is kinda sad, I guess. But this thing can't go on forever anyways, so don't be too sad about it. Alright, let's prepare for the battle. I will take all the remaining mana potions from the mule. And what summons should I use to defeat Gom? I kinda like the idea of the little gobots, because they are kind of iconic. I mean, they are literally in the intro video of the game, so I think they should have the honor to help defeat Gom. And of course also the blue drake, the last summon that we haven't tried yet. Alright, there's a last group of Sakai mages here. Alright, here we go. Wait, is that last mule even on the platform? Nope, one of the mules is staying up there. See you soon, buddy! Well, in hindsight, this mule is smarter than me. It was a stupid idea to bring them down with me. Oh, hello, Gommy boy! Long time no see!
So, this is the best the kingdom has to send against me. Did Merrick tell you that he came to us seeking his misplaced staff? And did he tell you that without it, he could not revitalize the wards binding us? And it was only a matter of time until we would all be free. Your ancestors put us into this hole, then told fairy tales about us to frighten their children. Eventually, you forgot that the Sec were once real, a power to be reckoned with.
A power to be reckoned with, yeah, and you never got over it. That's your problem, man.
Than I.
Oh no, Sikra is standing in front. Oh shoot. Ah, I'm sorry, darling. And I need to get these mules out of the way. And Sikra also a bit. She should be healing from a distance. Okay, I should start summoning some more creatures. Ah, see? Gom is summoning the blazing elemental over there. Oopsie, well, there goes Silverhoof. Ah, blazing elemental again. Gotta respect a fellow summoner. And Gom is down. But the fun is not over yet. Cause here comes Super Gom. So let's prepare a little welcome party for him. Funny how the first thing he does is picking up his staff again. Cool turret spell, bro. Now let's summon the blue drakes before it's too late. Oh no, he's summoning these lava golems. Don't worry, Seekra, everything is under control. Final stage. Gom has shed his second hull and now consists of pure malice, I guess. And we did it! We did it! We did it! Yeah!
With the sect defeated, peace once again returned to the kingdom. History would record the names of those brave heroes that drove the sect back to the hell from which they had crawled. A hell they would never return from again. Though victory was ours, and nary a vile creature would show itself for many years, the story does not end here.
Wait, what do you mean?
There was a new plan being devised.
No!
An evil plot that would once again plunge the kingdom into war.
No, shut up! This is the happy end now! Gom is defeated, the kingdom is saved, and the summoner is a hero! Okay, let's just ignore this last part. They never followed up on it anyway. Folks, thank you so much for watching this series. I hope you enjoyed it. I started the summoner to kind of demonstrate the summons collection that I was still in the process of making at that point. And I also did this playthrough to test it in the first place. I mean, I had tested the individual summons quite diligently actually. But the question remaining was it actually feasible and maybe even fun to take the summons collection together with the unlimited summons mod and play through a campaign as a summoner? In the beginning I had no idea how this playthrough would go. Like, would I even find enough of these summoning spells? Would I be able to afford all these spells with the loot that I find? Would I be able to afford all the mana potions that I need because they require a lot of mana? And would I be able to carry all these mana potions? And I have to conclude it all worked out perfectly well, so I'm really happy about it. One problem I had not anticipated was that the experience from the summons was not forwarded properly to the casters. So I'm glad I found it out early on and also was able to make a fix for it. Otherwise this playthrough would have just not been possible like this. But now I have reached level 60 in both nature and combat magic. Level 59 to be exact, and Merrick's staff adds another level for both of them. Now to some statistics. This series has 52 episodes now, and they appeared on each weekend, and I began with the first weekend of the year. So it fits perfectly into this year, which is very neat, and I like neat things. Also, since this will be published at the last weekend of the year, I want to wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. And the playtime of this playthrough was 21 hours altogether. I mean, according to the timestamp of the save game. We tried 106 different summons altogether. The very first one was the Snapper and the last one was the Blue Drake. And in these 106 summons I did not count the Helper that we tried out in one episode. It's an original summon that is not fighting but collects loot for you. Of these 106 summons there were 74 for nature magic and 32 for combat magic. As you may remember, especially around the middle of the playthrough, there was a certain lack of combat magic summons. Of these 106 summons were 71 standard summons and 35 non-standard summons. Non-standard summons include the stationary creatures, the mini-boss scrolls, the resurrecting Krug shamans, the sub-summoning ice mages and swamp witches, and the exploding Proxo and the Tesla heal coil. I started this playthrough with the Summons Collection version 1.3, and at last I was playing with version 2.0.1. During that time, the biggest change for the purpose of this playthrough was when the required levels shift happened. I had 3 main companions, Merrick and Yemus and Sikra, which I all used just for healing, not for fighting. I had very briefly Eulora as a mule and very briefly Lord Bollingar. And 3 mules, Flare, Silverhoof and Midnight. I've had a whole bunch of mods active during the playthrough, chiefly of course the Summons Collection and Unlimited Summons. Also I used the High-Res Textures mod and CFAR. Furthermore, I had a little mod to fix the XP I get from summons, and the one that adds scrolls to shops, because otherwise we wouldn't have gotten any mini-bosses. There was the extended imbued spellbook support, which unfortunately I could only demonstrate on a test map. A fix for the Krugdog skeleton, and of course the evil poo pod and the flume shroom. Now finally to a statistics that I was especially interested in. How many summons did we miss? Now when you look at the summons collection of the creatures of the vanilla game of the Kingdom of Ebb and Ukraine Peninsula map, up to level 60 for combat magic and nature magic, it provides 119 different summons, of which we found 106, so we are only missing 13. Which is a really good rate, so it's safe to say that during a normal playthrough you will find most of the summons. The missing ones are for combat magic the Wraith at level 56 and the Dark Wolf mini-boss at level 57. And for nature magic, the Krug Guard at level 21, White Wolf also at level 21, the Frostbitter at level 24, Ice Archer at level 25, Brug Mage at level 26, the Frost Archer mini-boss at level 28, the Great Trog Warrior mini-boss at level 40, the Bandit at level 44, the Enraged Gorak mini-boss at level 45, the Rotten Troll mini-boss at level 51 and the Infested Large mini-boss at level 53. Oh look, Gom dropped us another summoning spell from the Summons Collection, the Giant Skeleton, for combat magic level 75. Epilog. The summoner had saved the day and the kingdom, and was a great hero. He became the new Grand Mage of Ebb, though King Conrad of course demanded that he first turned Lord Bollingar back into a human. And Sikra, daughter of Nong, became his wife, and soon she became famous throughout the lands for her own astonishing magical abilities. And Yemus stayed in the apprenticeship of Magos Jardorans for a while, but eventually set out again to seek his own adventures, of which he found plenty. And last but not least, the old Merrick, who had plunged the kingdom into chaos in the first place by losing his powerful staff to a bunch of goblins, was getting more confused by the day, so everyone was glad that he was in the loving care of Verma the Witch in the Eastern Swamp, where they lived happily ever— Hold on, Merrick, where are you? Where did you get that staff now? Merrick, I swear.